In this package, Obong ECD Abia enthroned paramount ruler of the local government area. State government plans medical incinerators for safe management of hazardous wastes. And Samuel Thomas of Mpanagibana at the Mpok Orphanage calls on others to fill the streets. Details of these and more in a moment. A very good morning to you. This is AKBC 45 AM News. My name is Agnes Udo King Brown. The state government has presented certificates of recognition to the new paramount ruler of the Catholic government area, Obong Itam Charles Daniel Abia. At a ceremony held in Miyo with the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, as a special guest, 4 clan heads and 77 village heads were also recognized by the government. Ebuka Okafor brings you the report.
Presenting the certificate of recognition to the paramount ruler of Eket, Edidem Etim Charles Daniel Abia, the state deputy governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, congratulated him on his selection by the people and described such a mark of confidence and respect which the people have on him. The deputy governor who stood in for the governor reminded the paramount ruler and other traditional rulers of the responsibility to maintain peace in their domains and to collaborate with the government in its vision of creating enabling environments for the enhanced standard of living by the citizenry through industrialization. He urged them to be fair and equitable in their dealings with the people.
Without these traditional fathers, responsible traditional fathers, peace will not prevail in our communities. What has happened today is an indication that this government is conscious of its responsibility towards its citizenry, particularly the traditional brass.
The Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Mr. Victor Antai, in his address, reminded the royal fathers of their importance, which is why they have been so recognized by the government. He noted that Governor Udom Emmanuel has, with the presentation of certificates, reduced the number of villages without certificated village heads. Mr. Antai joined in charging the traditional rulers to ensure peace and unity in their localities.
That is why we have called everybody together to let the whole world know that we have a government in place. A government that is very responsive, a responsible government, a government that does not joke with the interests of the traditional institutions.
The chairman of the state councils of chiefs, Owong Efyong Achanga, in his goodwill messages, lauded the achievements of Governor Udom Emmanuel and pledged the support of the traditional institution to the administration. He congratulated the new royal fathers and urged them to always stand on the side of justice and ensure that peace reigns in their jurisdictions.
You will not utilize or suppress our subjects. If I don't a clan head or village that are all human beings like you, do not be antagonistic against the government of Kwara State, the government of today. You support it because all of you guys are going to be government agents. You are not against the government. You should be for the government.
The paramount ruler of Eket, Edidem ECD Abia, assured the government of their support and cooperation and also promised to mobilize their subjects to support the government to succeed. Ebuka Okafor reporting.
The people of Abak local government area have promised to continue to support the state government and live in peace with one another. They made a promise while interacting with one of their sons, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo. Patience John has more.
Meeting with the stakeholders of Abak drawn from all the wards in the local government area, the Deputy Governor, Mr. Moses Ekpo, explained that it was necessary for the people to sit together and discuss matters of mutual interest to the local government and the state. He commended them for keeping faith with the People's Democratic Party and the Udom Emmanuel administration and sued for more.
Mukuruni politics. The election, hallelujah. Actually, same way. People come. Now it's
The member representing Abak in the State House of Assembly, Elder Friday Iwok, and the Transition Committee Chairman in the area, Barrister Emmanuel Odosen, reiterated the resolve of Abak people to support Mr. Ujomi Emmanuel by maintaining PDP as their party. On the Court of Appeal judgment on the governorship election, they expressed total confidence in the nation's judiciary, but promised to vote for the People's Democratic Party in the event of a rerun.
So we have no doubt that we will deliver, if at all, we will deliver 100%. And I can assure you, we have to be ready. We have to go back to the trenches and ensure that people get empowered.
Other speakers reaffirmed that the people of Abak freely voted for the People's Democratic Party, a party they believe has the capacity to meet the needs of the people. They promised to repeat same if the Supreme Court orders for a rerun.
Abak is in the election and by the PDP full time. So whether 10 times we will go back. But what I'm advising is overconfidence. Let us touch where we should touch. Let us get closer to the people.
For the many years Abak, so you know this young Samanya, the PDP, Ibana Yak, Ibana Yan, when I'm not saying. I think I'm being again. Free Bana in a cane, so that people know the Ibana Ipan. PDP cardboard. We're going to come at the 20 times. Yes, sir.
The meeting afforded the participants an opportunity to relax and unwind in the spirit of the new year. Patience John reporting.
The state government is set to build a medical incinerator in the outskirts of Uyo to facilitate the management of hazardous medical waste in the state. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Bongo, announced this while declaring open a train-the-trainers workshop on infections, prevention and control of health waste, said more incinerators will be built later. The report is here presented.
The Commissioner said all medical and health institutions in the state will be required to register and incinerate their hazardous medical waste there. Dr. Okpong restated government's commitment to provide the enabling environment for healthcare workers to practice in safety by providing basic equipment for personal protection, water supply for hand washing and waste disposal. He called on implementers of the control and prevention programs to pay special attention to infection control, particularly in high-risk settings. Such measures, according to the Commissioner for Health, include administrative control strategies, workplace policy, and personal protective equipment. Dr. Okpong commended AIDS Free Nigeria and U.S. Agency for Internal Development for their contributions and sustained support to the state government. The Commissioner also spoke of plans to recruit more doctors and other healthcare workers in order to address shortage of personnel and add value to the healthcare system.
The healthcare settings where we work are a special environment where we and even our clients are constantly exposed to several disease-causing agents. Infection prevention and control, IPAC, therefore is one of the strategies that are aimed at minimizing the risk of such
nosocomial infections.
The country director, AIDS Free Nigeria, Dr. Abimbola Showande, explained that healthcare waste poses serious risk to public health and the environment. Dr. Showande said AIDS Free Nigeria will provide technical assistance in health facilities to ensure that patients, health workers, communities and the environment are safe.
We hope to domesticate the IPC, the healthcare waste management policy, guideline and strategy at the state level.
17 senior officers of various ranks and cadets who retired from the State Budget Office have been presented with various gift items at a ceremony in Uyo. The event was to appreciate the hard work and the contributions of the retirees and serving staff to the successes recorded by the Budget Office. The report is here presented.
Staff who retired between 2010 and 2015 from the State Budget Office were honored. Among them, Mrs. Ekaite Dikufen, Mr. Itakonodo, Mrs. Mfonodo, Mr. Jones David Ete, and Mr. Edem Efionpong. The occasion commenced with a solemn assembly where the retirees sang and danced to appreciate God for seeing them through years of service to their fatherland, while those still in service thank God for making them to see the end of the year. The Permanent Secretary, State Budget Office, Pastor Nicholas Ekarika, said the need to set aside a day to honor, appreciate, and reward hard work and sacrifices from the employees for contributing towards the successes of the organization informed the send-off ceremony. According to Pastor Ekarika, the retirees had through their years of service paid their dues in building the state and nation. Pastor Ekarika wished them well in their future endeavors.
Today, we are just to tell them thank you for all your efforts, all your hard work, all your commitment, dedication that you put in your service for 35 good years.
The Director of Administration, State Budget Office, Mr. Iboro Una, said available records show that the retirees have been diligent and hardworking while in service, stressing that they merit the honor done them. The chairman of the Send-Off Planning Committee, Mrs. Justina Young, and other staff also eulogized the retirees.
They are hardworking, they are so honest. That is the more reason that we have to honor them. All of them are faithful. In this budget department, we used to work from 8 o'clock till 5. And there will come a time that you have to sleep in the office still working. So they are worth celebrating today.
The group of staffs that we honored today put in their best, and you can see that today the entire state budget, friends and the retirees themselves, they are all happy because success has been recorded. I'm very, very happy.
Responding on behalf of the retirees, Mrs. Woodward Williams and Pastor Daniel Okon appreciated the management of the State Budget Office for organizing a send-off for them, describing it as a surprise package. They pledged their readiness to continue to offer professional advice whenever called upon, and enjoin those still in service to always give their best.
There are bound to be bumps here and there, but you don't allow the bumps to praise you. You have to overcome the bumps.
May God honor you and honor all of you. You will work and retire. I did never believe in my life the way things went with me that I will ever work 35 years and retire with good health. But God has done it for me, He will do it for you.
The news continues after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Most Christians celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ and the New Year with merriment. Some persons had more than the birth of Jesus Christ to celebrate, as their birthday also fell on Christmas Day. One of such persons whose birth fell on a Christmas Day years back is Samuel Thomas Umpanak in Ibana local government area. Udwaicom has the details.
For Mr. Samuel Ekpenyong Thomas, His birthday, which coincides with Christmas, the birth of Jesus Christ, usually provides an opportunity to give back to society and affect the lives of those that may not have Christmas clothes and gifts. To celebrate his birthday in 2015, Mr. Thomas took his friends and family to the Motherless Babies Home, Mpok, in Ona local government area, bearing gifts of food, toiletries, drinks, clothes, and gifts to the inmates in the spirit of the Yuletide. There, the group of visitors sang, prayed with the inmates, and cut the birthday cake.
You. Finally.
Thanking God for the privilege of spending quality time with the children of the home, Mr. Samuel Thomas announced his decision to provide monthly support to the home and called on other well-placed individuals to adopt homes and improve on the welfare of inmates.
And I use this opportunity to call on well-meaning Nigerians, including the government, also to come to the help of places like this. This is actually where we should spend our time, spend the money. I thank God for life, and I sincerely believe in God that I will have this in abundance, good health.
To his wife Eunice and their sons, only the best of wishes is what their family head deserves as he celebrates a new age.
Sam deserves every good thing because he's a very, very good man. And for the wonders of the coming year, I thank God. I know God stands for Sam, and those are the things I am waiting to see.
I wish him wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and success. I wish him long life, of course, because I want him forever. I wish him prosperity, glory. I wish him everything that life has to offer that is good for him.
The chief nursing officer in charge of the home and other officials expressed their thanks to Mr. Samuel Thomas in unexpected ways.
The gifts and the cake, they are material things, but the love within that has made you to sit down and think about these helpless ones and have that sympathy. That, I think, is the most important thing that attracts God's blessings most.
We bless the day we saw you, and we say you are welcome to Mpok, and that we say thank you.
Udwakeko reporting.
Christians have again been charged to look up to God always and not despair, even in times of trouble and challenges. Pastor Napoleon Obod of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, Nobienam, Idoro, in the local government area, gave the charge at the dedication of Master Toyo Obong Obod, son of Deputy Director of Marketing in charge of the Lagos office of the AKBC, Mr. Wem Obod. The report is here presented.
The minister charged couples wishing to have children to look up to God, pointing out that God, who blessed Abraham's wife Sarah in the Bible, is still blessing faithful couples.
So that time the angel said, is anything too hard for the Lord? Why do people doubt God? Why do you think? How do you think about God? Is anything too hard for God? We need to know God.
Master Toyobong Obot was dedicated alongside two other children.
Heavens, we pray today for the gift of children. We present these children into the mighty hand.
Father of Master Toyobong, Mr. Wem Obot, the Deputy Director Marketing in charge of the Lagos office of the Akwa Ibom Broadcasting Corporation, thanked God for the gift of his son. Mr. Obot thanked the management and staff of the AKBC for honoring his family with their presence at the dedication of his son. Noting that nothing is impossible with God, Mr. Obot urged those in need of the fruits of the womb to keep believing God.
We're prayerful, and we believe God that someday something is going to happen. This year, July 2015, not only one thing that happened, many things happened. Like the God said, since
these children, these 30 years, I am going to bring all of them together and very lively, very, very lively. He's preaching, he's going to be a pastor. So I really thank God so much for making this day what it is today.
The wife of Mr. Wemobot, Kate, expressed her joy through a song.
Because I'm so happy. God has blessed me. I was nobody, but now I'm somebody. God is so faithful to me because, I was nobody, but now I'm somebody. I am a woman now. Give me the joy of my heart. He has given me the joy of my heart. After so many years of my sorrow, God has given me the joy of my heart.
Also speaking, an uncle of Mr. Bot, Mr. Joseph Noah, also chipped in a word of advice for couples in need of children.
Listen, if I started, they will come and come. The Lord is saying, He will come. More and more will come. He has started with men. Sorry, we will get 3 more. 3 more.
Congratulations there, Owem Obot. The management of Fortune School System has announced vacancies for admission into Junior Secondary School 1 and 2, as well as Senior Secondary School 1 and 2 at Fortune High School. An official release has requested interested persons to obtain entrance forms with a non-refundable fee of 5,000 naira at the school's compound at the Fiara Ford View. Meanwhile, students, pupils, management and staff of Fortune's school system marked their Carol Day recently. The event featured caroling by pupils of Fortune International Nursery and Primary School, as well as the high school and their parents. In his remarks, the chairman of the occasion, Reverend Joseph Omorin, admonished parents to bring up their children in the ways of God, describing them as inestimable gifts from God.
Give attention to your children. Everybody that rushing, I want to do this, I want to do that. To make ends meet, listen to me. It's not a matter of making ends meet. It's a matter of scheduling your time. Give time to these children. Talk to them warmly. Appreciate them. Give them what they want. If you don't have, tell them I don't have.
In a reaction, the chairman of Fortune School System, Professor Kamfali Tuk, who represented the founding chairman of the school, Senator Loshizi Tuk, paid glowing tributes to the children. Professor Tuk charged parents to be open and sincere to their children. She maintained that with the influence of computers and other modern devices, children are vulnerable to societal trends and pressure from peers. Hence, it was the duty of the parents to educate their children in all aspects of life.
Everything that they need, you have to give it to them.
because you don't want the outside world to give it to them. And you must be somebody that listens to your child. Otherwise, the environment will spoil that child. So I enjoin you parents, I encourage you to be friends to these ones.
The 2015 Fortune School System Carol Day celebration also featured drama presentation, cultural dances, and presentation of gifts to the children by Father Christmas. Live in our party this morning, a reminder that you can also watch AKBC TV News online by logging on to akbconline.org or follow us on Twitter at AKBC45 or on Facebook at AKBC Channel 45. Before we go, a look at the major stories. The state government has presented certificates of recognition to the paramount ruler of Eket local government area, Obonetum Charles Daniel Abia. We also brought you a report that the state government is set to build a medical incinerator in the outskirts of Uyo to facilitate the management of hazardous medical waste in the state. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Dominic Upong, announced this while declaring open a workshop on infection prevention and control of health waste. That is another package. Thanks for watching. My name is Agnes Udor Kimba. Have a wonderful day.